Antonov Nautical Scientific and Technical Complex was established in 1946 as an experimental design bureau and was headed by the known aircraft designer Oleg K. Antonov. More than 22,000 transport and passenger aircraft were constructed within the 50 years of the world-known company's history. The flying machines bearing the AN emblem are widely employed in many countries due to a very successful combination of their transport efficiency, reliability, safety, and ability to use unprepared airfields. Nowadays, Antonov means the experienced team of design bureau, a huge suite of test laboratories, a pilot factory with a test facility. The company can solve any problems in the field of aircraft design and construction, including certification aspects, to cooperate in manufacturing and to provide after-sales support of any type of Antonov aircraft. Antonov ASTC maintains close relationship with more than 200 of manufacturers, enterprises, institutions and entities from different countries: Russia, Uzbekistan, Belarus, United States of America, Great Britain, Germany and others. The Antonov aircraft are serially produced in Kyiv, Kharkov, Novosibirsk, Ulyanovsk, Omsk and Tashkent. Another production line is underway in the city of Samara. The first milestone in the company's history was the AN-2 aircraft, constructed in 1947. It was a multi-purpose biplane designed to serve the cargo passenger airlines in the hard-to-reach districts and to satisfy the national forestry and agricultural needs. The Antonov 2 has been in serial production for half a century, that's the world record, and operated in 60 countries of the world. Over 15,500 such aircraft were constructed. Its reputation was universally recognized. It won admiration of pilots and operators. Presently, over 6,000 such airplanes are still useful in various geographic regions. The Antonov 8, pioneer of the European military transport, accomplished its maiden flight in 1956. It was specially designed to carry and to perform airdrop of military equipment and personnel. Soon after, it was followed by the Antonov 12, which represented the company for a certain period of time. The Antonov 12 aircraft, in a number of its modifications, made up the majority of the Warsaw-packed air transport fleet for a long period of time. Numerous special versions of this aircraft were successfully used to perform a wide scope of missions. 183 Antonov 12s out of 1,162 constructed were exported to 14 countries of the world. Upon fulfillment of military orders, this aircraft commenced its service in the Aeroflot carrier, where it continues its multi-purpose transport operations until now. Here is the Antonov 10, which was the first turboprop passenger aircraft in the USSR, and it entered the air routes in July 1959. Up to 100 passengers could be accommodated in its cabin with unusual for that time conveniences. In contrast to the rest of airliners of similar passenger capacity, the Antonov 10 could be based within a wide network of airfields, including the unimproved ones. Over 35 million passengers and 1 million tons of cargo were carried by the AN-10 during the first 10 years only. The AN-24, a 50-passenger seater, had been in production for 10 years, more than in 40 variants. 1,335 airplanes built still perform the great bulk of passenger transportations on regional routes of Ukraine, Russia, China, Bulgaria, Romania and so on. In the end of 1960, Antonov started constructing the world's first wide-body aircraft, AN-22, on tape. This step required solving a good number of design and engineering problems, conducting a wide-scope experimental efforts. the AN-22 exposed for the first time during the Paris Air Show 65 was a sensation. At the time, it exceeded any of known aircraft by its 80-ton payload and cargo compartment dimensions. The significant role played by the Antonov was not confined to the strengthening national defense, but it was also found invaluable in development of hard-to-reach outback regions of Siberia and the far north. The winged giant got accustomed to air drones from 99 countries on 5 continents and is still at work supplying many tons of required cargoes to different places of destination. The important field of company's activity is designing aircraft for regional airlines. The Antonov 28 was constructed and tested in 1974. The operators marked the aircraft's excellent economy, versatility and adaptability in performing a variety of tasks. More than 350 Antonov 32 aircraft were constructed and delivered to India, Peru, Ethiopia, etc. Its perfect operating qualities are recognized in high and hot climate conditions. The Antonov 32P is a firefighting version equipped with external detachable tanks containing 8 tons of fire extinguishing agent. It can deliver up to 3 parachute jumpers or firemen with their equipment and kits, or carry the on-ground water filling stations. The Antonov 72 short takeoff and landing military airlifter accomplished its maiden flight in 1977 and was followed by a modification for Arctic regions, the early warning version, maritime patrol and so on. The 74 Transport and the convertible 74 TK were its civil versions.
This is the 10 Evening News. And they did it in a big way by announcing an attempt on several records in the world's biggest cargo aircraft.
The Antonov 124 Ruslan strategic heavy lifter, able to carry 150 tons of payload, was in the air for the first time in 1982. It was designed for long-range transportation of outsized cargoes, vehicles and people. The aircraft's civil version, called AN-124-100, is famous for its successful transcontinental missions to carry heavy single-piece cargoes and large amounts of goods. Since 1984, the company has been headed by the general designer Mr. Pyotr Balabuy. The world's biggest AN-225 Mriya, with lifting capacity of 250 tons, was constructed at Antonov in 1988. It can carry the cargoes both within the fuselage, in the cargo compartment, and outside on the external store. This unique aircraft was intended for the Energia Buran Soviet space program. It performed a number of flights together with the Buran space vehicle in Baikonur, Moscow, Kiev, and flew to Paris. It was May 30, 1989, when the Antonov 225 Mriya established at once 110 world records. The further analysis of utilizing the aircraft as the first stage of space recovery systems is underway now. The Antonov 38-100 is coming into service of the Russian operators. It is a new passenger light transport which can be used as well for air mail deliveries and cargo transportations along domestic routes. Together with a serious manufacturer, the aviation factory of Novosibirsk, Russia, Antonov ASTC is promoting the aircraft to the world markets. The major achievement of Antonov in the last decade was their An-70 short takeoff and landing wide-body transport designed to carry a wide variety of cargoes, including the oversized ones weighing up to 47 tons. The design potentialities permit to use the basic aircraft in order to construct within a rather short period of time and at a low cost a number of new versions to satisfy the requirements of any foreign customers in particular. The aircraft flight and certification test is going on. All the efforts under the Antonov 70 program, including its serial production, marketing and after-sales support, are conducted within the frames of the Medium Transport Aircraft International Consortium, established by the Russian Federation and Ukraine companies. The certification program of the Antonov 140 new generation commuter plane is nearing its end. This airplane was designed to perform both cargo and passenger operations and can carry 52 persons. The Antonov 140 meets the applicable airworthiness requirements and in some cases is superior in its operating capabilities than the similar aircraft from around the world. The airplane series production has been launched at the Aeronautical Manufacturing Company in Kharkov, Ukraine, and will be started soon at Samara, Russia and Isfahan. The Antonov Aeronautical Scientific and Technical Complex is ready to step into the new 21st century, maintaining the title of one of the European aircraft manufacturing leaders, and continues the fruitful efforts in creating most modern aircraft.